Why she's with him, we'll never know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show. Welcome to the Married Couple Podcast. Woo!
Oh, that's the line? Damn.
Men who go to bed with the itchy bum wake up with the smelly finger.
Sometimes I wish
So, let me take my pants
some
off.
people would just stick to the original script.
So the option is take yourself out.
That's the choice I was making.
Dave, you ever took a shit and looked at it and go, when's the last time I had corn? Shit, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, shit, that was 20 years ago. Hey guys, that's a joke. First off, welcome to How Was Your Day? Secondly, I had corn 3 days ago. So
It is amazing how fast it comes out.
I don't know. That's how I know I had it 3 days ago, because 2.5 days ago it came out. Hey, welcome to How Was Your Day on another gorgeous Wednesday night. Looking out over that Golden Gate Bridge, seeing the bumper-to-bumper traffic. That is a Starship reference, by the way.
Oh, yes,
It is. You guys know how the show goes. We're the Married Couple Podcast. Wait, I fucked that up. It is me. I am Dave, and of course, my beautiful, lovely wife.
Sam, I am.
And we are the Married Couple Podcast. Just jumping ahead.
I know.
And bringing you another exciting edition, anniversary edition, I think, of How Was Your Day?
It's that time of year again, huh?
It is. It is. I think a couple years ago, I did a top 10 love songs for you.
Yeah.
For our anniversary edition. I've got something a little bit special lined up for later. But guys, if you want to leave a message, you can do so on our Instagram. That is the Married Couple Podcast _ in between each word. And we'll try to play it on the show. However, we do have a call screener this time, so we won't necessarily get every single message. We will keep them pertinent. I think I mentioned that last time, but we've got a couple messages rolling in.
It's good to be mentioned again. You know, we are going to still play messages, but we do want you to comment. It drives the algorithm. It puts us in front of people who may have not seen us before. So comments are key, but we still want people to leave messages, because that's what our show is all about.
Yeah, so we can talk to you. We get to hear your lovely voice. We can do all that. So
yes.
If you'd like, please go to Instagram, leave that voice message, and we'll see what we can do for later in the show. But stick around. Sam Williams got news stories.
I do.
I've got, I don't know, either a top 10 or just something that we're going to sprinkle in there. We're going to let Sam decide. And anyway, sweetheart.
Yes, my love.
How was your day?
Actually, day was really good. It's been a good week. We go back a week. Last Friday, last week's show was wonderful. We had Rob on. He was amazing. It was so much fun. I will have him on anytime he wants, really.
Yes.
Looks like Nick's checking in. Rob Rusnick's is bullshit. So Nick is checking in. Hello, you're welcome to be on our show anytime as well, Nick. But we go back a week. Not much happened Thursday. I'll just say it.
Could you imagine if Nick and Rob were on the show?
Holy shit! I think
we'd lose the show.
Yeah,
we'd lose control.
Anyway. That's not always a bad thing.
Anyway, go ahead. It goes back a week.
It does go back a week. Thursday was pretty normal. I don't think we did anything. Just caught up on shows and shit. Friday, though, holy cow. Friday was a regular day. Went over to Brits and did some work in the morning. Left, brought my shit home, and started working on some other things for work. And all of a sudden, I mean, we knew it was going to be kind of a weather event, but
right.
Holy shit. The sirens went off for probably 5 or 6 times here in our neighborhood. Me and the dogs hung out in our room for a good hour, maybe hour and a half. It felt like, it was funny. So we had a tornado roll through Nebraska. It started
we did.
in Lincoln, which is where Alex goes to school, and it ended up, it went all the way into Iowa, but Elkhorn and Bennington and things, which is east of here. I don't know.
Elkhorn, northwest of
Northwest of here.
That's so cute.
I don't fucking know.
Northwest of us. Yes.
Yes, northwest of us. I don't know. I
And
don't know
the
directions.
Iowa one's east. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, but okay. I thought it went over into Iowa from there. They were talking about Missouri Valley and shit. So that's
Yeah, it did. Yeah, but it kept going, and then another one started.
Another
off
one
in
started
Iowa.
off in Iowa.
Anyway,
Okay, I got a little embarrassed.
no, you're fine.
At any rate, this fucking thing was huge. I had the dogs in our room. I was actually outside seeing if I could see something because there was a camera on a hotel that's 2 minutes from our house that they were showing an angle of that you could see this tornado. And I was like, I want to see. Well, you couldn't. I would have had to walk somewhere else in our neighborhood to
Up the
find
hill.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, Dave called or texted and was like, you should probably get in the basement. I was like, oh shit. If he's telling me to get in the basement, because any Midwesterner knows you just go outside to look for it until it's time to take cover.
Yeah.
So me and the dogs hung out. I watched the news on my laptop from our room. It got really close to I Am Dave's brother's house, within a mile, which is fairly close. This thing was like what, half a mile wide?
At
times, yeah.
It kept
it
moving
was
around, and it had little tornadoes around. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. So there was that. But then I did a show with Rose and AC. We did it on the sins of the parents that, the case of the school shooter who they tried and convicted his parents for involuntary manslaughter because there were definitely signs and they definitely contributed. That is my opinion. As we say on Roses Are Red,
Right.
we've done our research. You form your own opinion. This is just our opinions. But that was a really fun show. Other than that, what else? We had people over, but I'll let you talk about that.
It's fine.
No, I'll let
That's
you talk
fine.
about that. We did money at Saturday for bowling. Everybody gets their prize money. Dave and the Resistance got to get their
Yes, we were
first
the
spot,
champions.
which is pretty cool. And then we had the bowling team over to just celebrate for a little bit. It's been the week has been kind of normal. Today I went to a networking group with the Eastern Nebraska on aging people. Basically, since I sell Medicare supplement insurance, and we're now me and the girls are now on our own. We have been trying to do these networking things, and for one, the lady that spoke today has a really great thing. It's called Sips and Wishes, where it's these two nurses who have worked in like hospice and done all these things that do these parties, so to speak, but gatherings of families or friends, and they talk you through kind of what you want for when it is your end of life, so your kids or your loved ones don't have to make the decisions.
It's called Sips and what?
Wishes.
Oh.
So you can drink whatever you'd like. It could be water or whiskey, whatever
Scotch
you
and water?
want. Yeah. It could be whatever you like. And they host these classes, so to speak. They call them parties because who wants to sit through a class?
Right.
But they're based in Lincoln, but she said she'll drive anywhere. And it's kind of a really cool service we should do it. You know what I mean? We should. But basically they go through and they talk about, what tubes do you want when, how much or do you want people, do you want to be resuscitated? Do you have a DNR? All these things.
They talk about this at their party?
Yes. Basically they try to take, so if you're not, they don't want you to
discuss
wait.
What they want.
They don't want you to wait and
while they're all getting drunk.
Yeah, kind of.
All
They don't
right.
want you to wait until it's that moment and have your loved ones go, I don't know what she wants.
Right.
You can go and figure these things out prior to, so the emotions taken away, and they it was really cool, and I want to reach out, and I'm definitely going to anyone I speak to let them know about it. But again, it's called Sips and Wishes. It's a really great service that they're doing for people because it is hard, and as you know. So at the end of this, after the presentation, you get to, go around and mingle, network, whatever. But there was a gentleman there he was there because he's taking care of his wife who has dementia. And he
Okay.
kind of wanted to see what she presented just because he's kind of going through that now, right? They have to decide, what's going on and things like that. And so we were talking to him about if he liked it. And he was like, yeah, I did. And he was mentioning he'd been married for 54 years. And as we're walking away, I couldn't help
You
myself.
cried.
I almost did. Him speaking about his wife really, but I asked him, I said, so I got to ask, it's something I do. And I said, what's your secret to 54 years? And he goes, well, I'll tell you. He goes, sorry, I might cry.
Aw.
No, it was so sweet and so real, and everybody should go away by this. He goes, learn how to disagree. He goes, because the quicker you can get over your disagreement, the faster you can fall back in love with each other.
Oh, that's
And
sweet.
he elaborated, but he goes, seriously, you don't want to hold grudges against your spouse. He goes, and it's okay to not agree. You can be two different people, but get over the disagreement, and that way you can fall back in love quicker. Because if you hold on to it, you won't. And that's why all marriages don't work. Oh my God, it was so sweet.
Oh.
I've been holding this since
I know.
I wanted to
can
tell
see
you.
that.
No, meaning I wanted to tell you the minute you walked in the door. But it was so stinking sweet. And he was so, so nice and so happy to impart, his knowledge and what he gained from the whole thing. He goes, he was talking about that Sips and Wishes. He goes, it takes the guilt away from people if they can figure out what you want at the end
Right.
by doing this sort of thing. And he goes, I'm kind of dealing with that with my wife. And he was talking about the guilt he kind of feels sometimes with her care. But that was the sweetest. Seriously, get over it. Learn how to disagree because you can fall back in love quicker. So that was how
That
my
is
day
sweet.
was. Oh, goodness.
I can't even, there's no jokes on
I know.
that. I
that
can't.
was the sweetest thing. I
That's
think.
like the sweetest thing
What-
ever.
it's probably
Anything
some
I
of the best-
say takes away from that.
I've asked a lot of people this in
That's
my
your thing.
career. It is my
Yeah.
thing. And honestly, I don't ask just as to be salesy.
Right,
I
just
mean
'cause
it.
you
I
wanna
want to
know.
know. And it was, I'm crying.
Well, you usually get an answer like, I just learned to shut up because she's always right, or
yeah,
whatever.
usually the men give a flippant, like, yeah, I've got a man cave, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Sometimes you get the communication, but that was the sweetest thing I think I've ever heard in
That was
the
very sweet.
1,000+ people I've, talked to, or even if half of them are married, 500 people that I've, written to, for MedSup on what is good for marriage. Sorry. My eyes keep
You're awesome.
leaking.
They do that sometimes.
I know.
That's why I love
it
you.
was, I know. It was really sweet.
That is very sweet.
Other than that, I can ask you how your day was or go through some.
Hit some of those
things.
messages. I see
Okay.
some new people,
got
and I
some
see
people listening,
people,
yes.
and thank you guys for doing that. You can again leave a
Oh.
voice message. I know I have at least one or two, but yeah, read some of those if you want. But guys, thank you for coming in. I see Rob's our guest from last week is here.
Yes. So
Dude, Rob, we had a few people, by the way, that I didn't even notice say, "Hey, I saw that show," and I didn't even know listened, and that was a really good show. So they really enjoyed having you on the show. So good job from last week.
yes, it was
So-
wonderful. Rose said, from the Roses Are Red podcast, says, "Happy anniversary to the most amazing couple." Thank you. Rob says, "Hello." Tiffy says, "Happy anniversary, you cuties, you
Hi,
cutie
Tiffy.
heads, couple goals." Hashtag couple goals. Nick said, "Knock it out, knock it off, Rob." I can't read.
You're good.
It's because my eyes are still leaking. Tiffy says, "Wow, whoa, that is powerful." See, it was. Rose said, "Wow, I love that."
There were so usually when I'm always interrupting you. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt that.
No,
one. Go ahead.
it was beautiful. May said, "Staple here to this podcast. Here, happy anniversary again. Thank you again."
Thank
That is
you.
Saturday, May the 4th, because we were married
Is that
on
Saturday or Friday?
Saturday.
Darn. Okay,
I know.
Saturday it is.
And then But Donnie said, "Hi, kids, and happy anniversary."
I saw.
Boy,
her,
I love
wrote
being
that.
dyslexic.
Oh, you got that one completely. We do have a message. Here is May. She left a few of them, but we're going to play just a couple here.
What's
Here's.
ANN.
Yeah, sounds like Betty too.
EY. A university? Or what?
It's an anniversary.
What is that word?
It's anniversary.
That is anniversary.
Told you.
What is that?
Day that has a special meaning to people once a year.
You mean more than birthdays and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than
Kinda
Christmas?
Yeah.
So you
No.
get Christmas and this other holiday once a year?
Yep.
Both of them.
I'll be son of a gun.
Well, that's the way it works.
Okay, so it's Wednesday night with oh man, words are hard.
Yeah. us.
What the fuck are they?
Yeah,
These
Betty
people that host the
forgets and
show? I
cusses
forgot
right
what the hell I'm talking about. Shit.
Oh, I can see they're on
My
one
name
already.
is
One
Dave
other
got
one.
hard again, and Sam had to get him soft so he could do the show. So we could sit down without
That was
Wow.
funny.
bumping into things. Let's just put it that way.
And how would you know that?
I don't know, just making a rough estimation of the whole situation. I don't freaking know. Hey, that was pretty big words, estimation and situation in the same words, and I got it right without screwing it up.
You screw up a lot of things.
Yeah. Like, this is Wednesday, right?
It is.
Oh, shit, here we go again.
All right, and that I think is Betty on medication. May sounded fine. May sounded fine, but
might just be Betty. She might just need something. My sister typed in hola, holla.
Ah,
Sorry.
see, there you go.
My sister. My love, how was your day?
Oh, it was good. Well, yeah, you noticed. All right, from last week, we had that show. It was a great show. Rob was on.
wonderful show,
I had
yes.
so much fun last week. But every single week I've talked about how I'm going to go
Down by the river.
and every single week, and you brought up because last week I was going to
Down
go.
by the river.
And then it got, well, everyone knows exactly what happened. Everyone knows it's windy. Yeah, it got windy on Friday night.
A lot of windy.
It was, I tell you what, and if you don't know that, it is the answer. It got really, really windy, and it was awful. It was like,
We're on the eve of destruction.
it was almost like that. I like that little harmonica right at the end. Anyway, it was a really bad storms come through, and then
Yeah.
I even knew a guy that I used to work with, decent guy that I used to work with. Lived in the same neighborhood that I used to live in. Was actually in his house. His house was destroyed, literally.
Yeah, lots of homes destroyed.
He was in the
this.
house when the tornado hit, and literally, it was awful. Yeah. So he was in the house when that happened, which I shouldn't make fun of, but I did. So it's whatever it is.
You know what crossed my mind
do.
as all that was happening?
Not yet.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
What?
As it all was happening.
Like
my house
me
is-
playing that or that happening?
That's the tornadoes.
As it was happening.
I thought,
Correct.
fuck, if it hit our house, I wouldn't have to be like, oh, my house is such a mess. It would. Nobody would have
You'd
known
have
how
an
messy it was
excuse.
prior to.
You'd have a reason then.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Sorry.
yeah, big tornadoes came through. Saturday we did get paid out for bowling, which I believe if you guys heard from last week, we won. Yeah, we won. So we got money, so that was good. And then a few people came over to the house. Rob and his wife came over,
Yep.
and their friend Angie, I think.
Yes.
And then Nunya was here and hung out
Yeah.
for a little while, so that was fun.
It was fun.
And then, but we couldn't go down by the river either day. So
because it
I'm
was raining
hoping
again.
it
I'm
was
not going to
raining
go
that day
out
too.
when it's stupid
But
raining.
it's supposed to be better, and so I'm hoping that
I'm hoping that this anniversary weekend we spend.
Down by the river.
I know. So we'll see if that works out. Anyway,
If not, we figure something else out.
aside from that, we started watching that one a couple of episodes ago. Somebody said, because I was asking what
Three
show
Body
should we watch.
Problem,
We started
right?
watching Three Body Problem.
Yeah.
which we watched like the first episode and it was okay. And then we're like, all right, well, let's watch a couple more. And then we got into a 3-episode problem because I think it's like 7 episodes. Well, we watched 3. We got to finish it now.
Yeah.
Now, 3 body problem. I didn't really know what it was about to begin with. I just figured, and then I even heard some of the things that it's about. It's about like if 2 bodies are together, then they go and synchronized and they're fine. But if you throw a 3rd body in there, so I realized it is about a throuple and a menage a trois, which is why I wanted to watch it, because when you throw that 3rd body in there, everything just gets messed up. Lives are destroyed. I think scientifically it's known as the Megan effect. I'm not sure. So, but anyway, and it's not about that at all. It isn't. Are you okay? We can wait. So anyway, but we've gotten through 3, I think 4 episodes now, and it's not bad. But so that's what we've been doing there. I
think you're right.
Set that whole thing up just for that 1 and 2 couple jokes at the very end. Yes. That's kind of who I am and what I do. Speaking of dumb jokes, looks like Zanzia might have left a message or 2. I'm not going to give him an opening. Let's just hear what he's got to say. Here's Zanzia.
Oh, come on. We all know May 4th is the biggest holiday in your guys' lives. Let's admit it. Let's be honest with it. And let's call it the truth.
You're right.
It is.
Right, guys? This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. I would just like to say that, of course, May 4th is the most auspicious and expensive day of their lives. I mean, after all, it was the creation of me and my life, after all. Good day, and just remember, long live the Empire.
Yes. He's decent at that
He is
strong
very
guy.
good
Here
at it.
is here he is again.
I guess you couldn't say, it's a good thing you're not calling on State Farm to take care of your tornado house. Insurance joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, one more quick one from looks like
I
Betty.
am getting no medication, absolutely none. Zip, so nada. Meanwhile, she's sitting here finishing off the pain patch that she needed. Mint
that's good.
again. Tip. Should take the taste of this stuff. Oh, I might be getting like the what's it called? The transportation? No, the transportation. Yeah, it's gonna get on a bus and try to get us all on 3 for the price of 1. Right. Okay. All right. I'm definitely. I got something, but it ain't drugs.
Oh,
I got something going on here.
yeah.
Where the hell am I?
Yeah, it happens.
Just don't look like Vegas to me.
Nope. So anyway, babe,
Yes.
last anniversary, or maybe 2 times ago, I did the.
I think it was last anniversary
Top
because
10
2
love song. Was it?
anniversaries ago we
Was
had
2
Huck and
anniversaries.
Jesse on.
Oh, it was. Yeah, we did. That was or maybe it was a Valentine's thing. Anyway, I did like a love song. It was so very sweet. So here's what I have for tonight, and I'm going to let you choose.
Okay.
It is either
Mm-hmm.
the top 10 NFL players who were criminals, or child stars that are dead now. Which one would you like me to go through? And it's not necessarily 10. It's just a bunch I found. It's kind of cool. But I just thought that would be different for our anniversary. So that is your options. Those are what we do. Or we could do a little mixture of both. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah. So what would you like? Because I love you so much and it's our anniversary. Babe, which one sounds the most appealing to you for our anniversary show? You want to go with the child stars that are dead now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's what is
How
coming
did
up,
you
guys.
know, my love?
First off, and in no particular order, but Anton Yelchin, that guy, he wasn't really a child star, but this one's important. Here's why. He was Chekhov on the new Star Trek movies. He's dead now. He was 27 when he died. The reason that I pulled this one is because he was standing behind his SUV when it suddenly rolled backwards down a steep driveway and pinned him against his mailbox and his security gate. Anyway, I just thought that's a stupid way to die.
I know. I was thinking
that's
that too.
poor Chekhov.
All right.
Couldn't get out of that. Anyway, that is just a little taste of what's coming up later on the show. The top child stars that are now no longer with us. So, sweetheart, happy anniversary. That's for you.
Yes. Thank you.
And then go ahead and read a couple more of those messages if
We
you
just
want.
have a couple.
and
My
get a
sister
news
says
story
your
ready."
anniversary isn't for a few days. May the 4th be with you. Thank you. Also, Sassy says, hello, happy early anniversary. Thank you. We appreciate it so much. Yeah. Can you believe it's been almost 6 years?
I can sometimes. I don't know. Time really flies. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but then sometimes it really does. And not
Right.
in a bad way, not like, oh my God, it seems like it's been
Right.
decades with you. No, I don't know. When I think back to everything that we've done together and the places we've been and the things that we've
We have,
experiences that we've shared and
yeah.
stuff like that, we've had a lot. So,
yeah.
but time wise, it does not seem that long.
No, it doesn't.
Time flies when you're having fun, I guess.
We are having fun.
Yeah. We seem to be. Anyway,
we seem to be.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm caught up.
Okay.
So if you got a news story or you want to read a couple of those, I see a couple other people checked in. I think you got a couple of them.
Yeah. Nick checked in saying that guy should have used the Force to get out of that jam.
I know, but it was Star
But
Trek.
it's Star Trek, so
it wouldn't work.
Photon laser. I don't know.
Photon torpedo. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, child. Here's the one. Here's the other one. Here's another one too. While you look up your news story, there's first off, there's a couple of shows and or things that if you think back to, what is it? Let me find him. Back to like the early days of television, and you had Spanky and the gang.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many of those fuckers. I mean, they're all dead now.
I mean,
because that was
the
a
Little
long time
Rascals.
ago.
Is that what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, the
Okay.
Our Gang, Little Rascals from Our Gang. So anyway, this guy Switzer who played Alfalfa.
Okay.
Yeah, he was actually killed. Yeah, during an altercation over money. He was 31 when somebody just
Oh, goodness.
slew him.
They slew him?
Yeah, well, that's a different way of dying. Yes,
They
I don't know. It just says
Did they smite him down?
They did with it doesn't say how. I didn't look that up, but I was going over there, and there's like 4 or 5 of those. They all
met an early demise.
Yeah, kind of. That was a bad show to be on. And what reminded me of that one is this one. Poltergeist was a bad thing to be on.
Yeah,
because that's Heather O'Rourke, and she was a cute little They're Here. And yeah, she succumbed to complications from surgery to remove an acute bowel obstruction. I don't think that's it is the Poltergeist one. Somebody was killed by a helicopter too in one of the filmings of one of those. Anyway, so there's 2 more just at random.
Wow.
We'll get to some more later. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now what you got?
So I have a news story update. About a year ago.
Sorry, I didn't have my button. Yes, a news story update from a news story that you've done.
Yes. Do you remember the boy? And I say that he has been tried as an adult. He was a 17-year-old high school student in Florida.
No idea.
He
I
beat up the teacher's aide for taking away his Nintendo Switch. I did the story.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I do kinda
they are
remember that.
trying him as an adult. They've actually, today was supposed to be sentencing. They've postponed it. However, he's now suing the school for failing to meet his needs.
Of a Nintendo Switch?
No, for schooling. He's pretty much saying she knew. I mean, basically, this is bad. So
what had happened was,
yeah, what had happened was is the reason for the lawsuit, the suing of the school. They said, so hold on, where did it go? I wanted the exact words because.
Oh, you're good.
Because she was speaking about what was going on. So he's autistic, but because she took his Switch away. And
Not the one that draws really well, but the other one, right?
I said autistic, not
I was just
artistic.
making sure. There's one of them's a really good drawer. The other one's whatever. Can look at toothpicks.
Here's what they say.
Yes.
It says the incident started with a paraprofessional and the student exchanging words and the student being reprimanded in front of his peers. Okay. He was punished by being denied his electronic device, even though other students were allowed theirs. Obviously, there had to be a reason for them to take it away. The paraprofessional and the teacher began discussing his ability to bring electronics to school in front of him and his classmates, which tends to happen in a class setting. That's me adding that. The suit said that his behavior was a self-defense mechanism after hearing educators talk about him in front of his other classmates. The paraprofessional should have not interacted with the student in this manner, and her teacher's actions caused a predictable outcome. So they should have known he was going to just pummel her almost to death, break her ribs, give her a concussion. She could have died. That's what his lawyers are arguing in this suit.
So
that was me adding some things too, but
so they're victim shaming. They're going after the victim, and they're saying it was her fault.
So they should have been able to see the outcome. So they said they should have set out the evidence of interventions that should have been utilized when a student misbehaves. The paraprofessional did not follow the plan and did not utilize an evidence-based strategy, putting herself in a dangerous situation. I think he's seeking. Well, they want him. What did they say? I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
They want the out-of-pocket costs they're seeking compensatory education and placement in a behavioral therapeutic school at the school district's expense, as well as covering the cost of any out-of-pocket costs, including tutoring fees and mental health services for the student who is now being tried as an adult and should have been sentenced today, but they have pushed that off. That's been continued for another day. But he's now 18 and they have been trying him as an adult. He's facing up to he's facing up to 30 years in prison for this because of how badly he beat her. Yes. I just found it funny, odd.
Not haha.
Not haha.
Not funny haha.
Not funny haha. That they're now coming back and saying, "Oh, she didn't do it right." I mean, come on.
Don't blame. Yeah,
she was doing her job, and he would, obviously there was a reason they took it away. I mean, you don't just target one student. You don't.
Well, you don't bring a switch to school.
Truth.
Anyway,
he was 6'6" and 270 pounds at the time this happened. She was probably my size. So,
really?
I mean, that's probably part of the reason they're trying him as an adult. I mean,
because he's bigger.
Well,
and it was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Zanzia left us a message. Here is one.
I see. So, in other words, one of the new crew is already gone. On the list, I guess you could say you could check that one off.
Check off. Check off.
Yeah, somebody had to say it.
Check off.
Somebody had to say it. I love it. I was like, yeah, it wasn't good, but somebody had to say it.
No, that was actually check off. That one's productive. I enjoyed that. Check off. All right. Anyway, let's get to a couple more because I might want to do both. I don't know who this dude is. I do. I guess he was in Neverending Story 2. That dude right there, Jonathan.
Yeah. Yes. He was such a cutie back in the day. I had such a big crush on him. He did.
Yeah, he was
He's probably my age or older.
He was also, I guess, in the running to play Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones.
Huh.
Anyway,
that would have been cool.
Yeah. Anyway, he didn't. He got depressed, and he's no longer here.
Got it.
So, hashtag.
A lot of times.
Let me just warn everybody.
Trigger warning.
The trigger warning for the rest of the show. Some of these folks got sad. I guess the best way to say it. Also, don't know who this is. So it doesn't matter.
You don't know who it is?
You probably do. This dude from The Lost Boys and License to Drive.
Corey Haim.
Oh yeah,
Corey Haim.
Yeah, he battled substance abuse, and that'd be Corey Haim. He's no longer here.
He was. Yeah. He was also a victim of SA.
But well, here's the rest of it too. And he was 38 when he died. I mean,
I know.
To 40.
I had a big crush on him too.
But he succumbed to a severe bout of pneumonia. Also, it was also reported he had some other underlying medical conditions. He
was the cuter of the Coreys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
least in my
this
mind.
this dude from Everybody Loves Raymond, this kid or these kids, I don't know. Is it a kid or
It's twins.
like twins that played one kid, kind of like the
No,
Olsen twins, maybe?
I'm pretty sure they played
No idea.
twins.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Mhm.
Anyway,
They're not with us anymore?
So well, Sawyer Sweeten, he got depressed
Oh. That
when he
sucks.
when he was 19.
That seems to happen a lot with
It
when
does.
you get stardom as a child.
You know,
A
you
lot of things
guys
happen. You're
on the
put
other
into-
show. So for anybody still tuned in, welcome to our anniversary
we still
edition
have
show.
people here.
No, you guys had talked about doing for
The
Rosa
Nickelodeon one,
Red,
yeah.
the Nickelodeon one.
Mhm.
And that reminded me of all these other child actors, hence the reason I looked it up. Kevin Clark was on School of Rock. He was actually struck by a vehicle when he was 32, but the kid with not Jack Black, but the other one.
Okay. Yes.
Right. And then somebody who starred as on the TV show Punky Brewster. And
Punky Brewster.
anyway,
Which one was it on Punky?
I don't know. It's this little girl. She was actually her and her mother were killed by her dad. So that sucks.
That's
So guys, welcome to the show.
way to bring it down. I thought I'd like
And
things, but I'm not sure I do.
Well, some of these are really sad. Who's this one? Samantha Smiles?
That name rings a
I don't
bell.
know.
Not-
Accidental drug overdose. So yeah, happy anniversary, babe. Should we go to the NFL one
Jeez
instead?
Louise, yeah. What was the NFL one now?
The NFL one are NFL people that are criminals. Here is
I like
sister,
that better.
Here is Sister Jamie leaving a message.
All right.
So, what can you pull that gets longer? You can jerk that makes it harder and fits perfect between your breasts. It's a seatbelt, you pervs.
Way to deliver it. Good job.
That was a very good delivery on that.
I like it.
All right. Well, all right. Maybe we jump to the other ones. The kid from Harry Potter, the twin, was that one of the twins that
Mhm.
got
Weasley?
he was slain while defending his brother from a knife. Yeah, there's a few of these. Yeah, there's a bunch of dead people. Here's the one that really made me sad. Probably one of the saddest. At 21 years old, she passed away from an accidental overdose of prescription medication. She was, of course,
Oh, the little one from
don't say Braveheart.
nope. I almost did. The Patriot.
The Patriot.
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that scene.
Where she's like, "Daddy, I'll say anything you want." I cry every time I see that
know.
darn thing. Anyway, so this dude here was on the soap Passions, and he passed away on the same day where his character died on the show,
Wow.
which I thought was really weird. Anyway, yeah, and then Dana Plato, she became a porn star and drugs and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, so later on we'll have the top 10 NFL criminals just to finish that off after another hopefully not so sad news story.
I actually have I actually have a not so sad news story.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I just did a whole lot of They're Dead Now.
Yeah, we need
all in a row.
So I need to get to one later, but we'll go with an uplifting one here.
All right, we should probably do that.
Ooh, wee, goodness
Yeah, I know.
gracious. Where did it go? Okay.
I couldn't help it. It's getting
So
hot
an
there.
Oregon man
Okay.
battling cancer was revealed as a winner of the $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot. You know
What?
what song popped in my head?
Just now, or when you
When I
first
read
read
this.
this? No.
Isn't it ironic?
I see what you did there.
Actually, he thinks it. Hopefully, he can.
Oh, too ironic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I found this odd. So it's a 1.3. They took the. He's sharing it. They're splitting it between three people, but one of those people is his wife, which makes no sense.
Wait. Hold on. So who's splitting it?
So he and his wife,
two other people
are-
bought
are-
into a ticket.
yes,
Or whatever.
Yes, and they won.
Okay.
So
Why is that weird?
His wife and a friend.
Okay. Well, we split our bowling money, and I got some, and you got some. What's the deal?
We put it together, and it's both of
well,
our
they
money.
both but they
But
probably
how they put it in the article
Okay.
is he gets 25%, his wife gets 25%, and the other person gets 50%.
Oh, she might not be in the will.
Maybe not.
I'm just saying.
So he does say that he's happy that his family will have a good life. He's going to live a normal life, but he will buy a dream home for him and his family. But he's in the middle of battling cancer, and literally, the day he was being interviewed, he had just received a chemotherapy treatment.
Oh.
I'm hoping that this money helps him get the best treatment for him. But I thought, man, isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? So,
but
what
it's
was
good.
your-
It's a good
where's your
uplifting
first story.
story.
Your first story started with somebody getting their ass beat,
Yeah.
and the kid being tried as an adult.
Uh-huh.
I went through a bunch of dead kids. They weren't. I mean, they were kid
But this
actors.
is uplifting. He won money.
But he's
and
gonna
hope-
die of cancer.
But he may not.
This
he may
is-
have an easier. Here's my thought.
He
may
should
have
donate
a
his
better.
25% to cancer research.
He may have a
really
better
should do that.
chance of surviving with all that money to pay for treatment now.
That's
He
true.
won't have to think twice about do I continue and get further into debt.
Oh, and
Now
you-
he can
yeah,
he can
and
pay
you-
for his treatment.
You
I
started
mean,
with drinks and prayers or something like that, or so. Yeah, this is guys. We're sorry, man. Rob.
I thought this was a more uplifting one. Jesus. And
Dying of cancer.
I know.
That's not. I mean, he won $1 billion or whatever, or splits it between
So for they
his wife
the
and who's the
cash
other
pay-
person?
One of their friends.
Okay, well that's good.
But so basically, the cash payout was 422 million. So half of it's 211. So he gets $105.5 million to help. I mean, if they don't split it, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Both of our money gets pooled together. Whatever. So Nick said, "Can you do a show about the little people of the world and have Rob on this show?" Oh, jeez.
May sent me a message pointing out that Moonfry, the actual Punky Brewster, is
Yes.
still alive.
No,
And,
she is.
you know, the other kid is somebody from that show, and we couldn't figure out who it was either.
Mhm.
So, but thank you for
At any
sending
rate,
that message.
that was a better
It
one.
was better. Let's get to
You-
let's get to some of these NFL players that killed people.
Jesus Christ! Oh wait, they killed people?
I don't know. They're just they're bad guys. Some of them. I don't know. At number 10, this I actually made a thing. At number 10 is Plaxico Burress.
I don't know who
Plaxico
that is.
Burress was a wide receiver for the Steelers. He
When did he play?
I don't know, a decade ago or
Okay.
less. I mean, not it hadn't been that long ago. He won a Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure, with him.
Okay.
Anyway, while partying in a nightclub, he was actually playing for the Jets at the time. He accidentally fired a round of his gun into his own leg, and
I remember that. I
Yes.
remember that.
it slid out of his elastic waistband. Witnesses reporting hearing a loud popping sound, turned around to see Plaxico Burress hurting, and he was Super Bowl champion. They actually beat the Cardinals. And I think he caught the winning touchdown. Maybe not. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he did.
That makes
Anyway,
sense.
yeah, he shot himself, and self-inflicted gunshot wound was the least of his problems. They had at the time really harsh concealed weapons laws, and so he did 2 years in jail.
Yeah, I mean,
So for shooting himself,
folks, keep the safety on. Don't have it loaded
So-
or one in the chamber. I
Yeah.
mean, geez Louise.
Absolutely. So that is he was number 10. He's number 10 on the NFL stars that are also criminals. Number 9
Mhm.
is Michael Irvin, believe it or not. Michael Irvin. He's now on the NFL broadcasts and stuff like that. He was a
Yeah.
wide receiver for the Cowboys years ago. He was arrested a handful of times for drug possession. And he was actually
it-
charged
What drugs?
felony cocaine possession.
Oh, what drugs?
He reportedly split the lip of a referee during a charity basketball game. It isn't anyway. Yeah, he's number 9. He did some drugs. He didn't really spend much time behind bars, but he did some bad shit.
Yeah.
Also, at number 8 is lost my number 8. That's all right. There it is. At number 8 is Pac-Man Jones. Pac-Man Jones was a cornerback for the Bengals. He, after winning $120,000 gambling at one of the at the Palms Hotel in Vegas, he went to the Minx Gentlemen's Club, reportedly dropping $40,000 in singles on dancers while they were dancing on stage.
Nice.
Now, here's the problem. He was frustrated because the girls, instead of dancing, they started gathering the bills, and it pissed him off because he paid them to dance. They were trying to just take all the money. So he grabbed one of them by the hair, punched her with a closed fist, and then bounced her head off the stage.
Jeez,
and then one of his crew, one of the people hanging with him, began shooting some people and just shot up the place there. 3 people suffered gunshot wounds, and the club bouncer was paralyzed. Anyway, that happened in Vegas. That's why he's number 8. He did not go to jail for that altercation. So
he did not.
I don't believe so.
Wow.
He was criminal history. He had assault. Anyway, time behind bars that he actually spent. I don't know what happened, but he did get drug possession, disorderly conduct, public intoxication. He didn't actually shoot the people, so I guess that made it better. I have no idea. At number 7, Travis Henry. He was a running back for the Denver Broncos back in the day. This one says, the article says, kids are expensive. When you have 11 of them by 10 women, even highly paid running backs need to find supplemental incomes. So he did 3 years for drug trafficking.
I mean,
yep. He was
if you
operating.
keep it wrapped up, you won't have to do that.
He was operating he was the kingpin operating a drug trafficking operation that ran cocaine between Colorado and Montana. He ultimately had to spend 3 years in prison because of that. And before we get to the top 5, the number 6, of course, Nebraska running back Lawrence Phillips.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Lawrence Phillips, a felony assault with a deadly weapon. He is currently, I don't know if he's out. He might be out now, but he was sentenced to 31 years in prison because, yeah.
Yeah, that was, I mean, he was fucking amazing.
A pair of domestic violence involving then girlfriend. Anyway, he got up to 31 years, and he will be eligible for parole when he's 57. So that's got to be sometime soon. I don't know. So anyway, that's number 6. The top 5 NFL people that are criminals or alleged criminals will be up shortly. Happy anniversary, sweetheart.
Thanks, my love.
Not quite a love songs that we normally do, but I gotta quit playing songs on the little keyboard thing here. You get in trouble for those. I mean, not in actual trouble.
Kind of.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, he's dead now.
Oh, which one? Lawrence
Phillips.
Phillips?
He died in 2016
yeah.
at the age of 40.
Well, that's an old article. So he died before he got out? Okay, well, I got another one who definitely died too.
That both Nick and Rob are like, he's dead now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Just seeing if you guys are still listening.
That happened right before you and I met.
I love how I forgot that he's dead, and our audience is now pointing out he's dead now jokes.
Actually,
Rob
said,
I completely forgot he died.
He did.
So he ain't getting out.
Nick said, he died, Dave. No, that literally happened.
He's dead now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Hold on. We met the 22nd of January of 2016, and he died on the 13th of January 2016.
These are old. No, it's at least. All right. Sweetheart, you got another... Is everyone else telling me he's dead?
No, Nick said the Jaguars are trash, too.
Yeah,
okay.
Dude, come on.
I mean, it's hard to bag on the Jags. I mean, it really is. They've been bad for us. I mean, and they have these glimmers of hope, and you think they're going to do it. Sorry.
No, dude, seriously, I get it. I understand. All right. There are another couple voice messages. We've got, let me double check. Actually, I need to, before we do that, go ahead and get a news story ready and read it. And like I said, guys, we have a call screener, so they're sending me the ones that are still topical and relevant to the show. So if you're not getting through, doesn't mean it won't. It just means that we're just trying to keep on track here and keep going. As I can say, keep typing, because that helps the
Yes,
algorithm,
it
like we say.
does.
And the shorter the message, the shorter, more topical message, are the ones that we're going to continue to get through.
So I have two.
So-
Okay, so I can do this news story. Do you want me to do it now or after you pull up
knock
a
it out.
message?
Whatever.
And then I have one more that I really kind of want to do.
Perfect. You got time.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, it's only 10 or 9 to 9.
Right.
So
I won't cut this one too short,
so
although it is our anniversary. So maybe. All right. Go ahead.
So in North Carolina, a child's monster in the wall has been found. In fact, it was 50,000 bees in her wall. So my mind immediately went to Candyman because she sure fucking did have a fucking monster in her wall. Her parents just can't see the goddamn Candyman. No, so there's a mom who has a toddler, and her toddler kept coming up and saying, "Mom, there's monsters in my closet." But in fact, it was more than 50,000 bees in there.
Dude.
The mother of 3 children under 4 years old was met with a terrifying surprise after she and her husband investigated why a handful of bees had flown into the attic of the couple's home. After pest control came over and multiple beekeepers, and a thermal camera finally revealed that where the bees had gone, there was a massive hive that they had built inside the wall of her daughter's room, where the girl was convinced she had heard a monster of some kind lurking. I get it. It was the Candyman. Swear to God, this freaks me out just because that movie scarred me as a child, as a teenager.
Yes.
When she saw the thermal image, she thought it was a body initially, and she was like, "What is that?" And then they said they think it's a hive. So one of the beekeepers.
Why would you do this story for me? This is creepy.
I know, it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, no. So one of the
Yeah, we'll
beekeepers
see.
hammered a hole in the wall, and all these bees came swarming out like a horror movie, like the Candyman.
Okay.
And
Bees do
honey,
swarm, so I get it.
And honey was dripping down the wall.
Dude,
and
that's
it looked
awesome.
like blood because the girl, it's dark honey, and the girl's walls were pink. So could you imagine in our other room
Dude,
where the
that's
dogs are,
cool.
you know? So the mom says it looked really strange. So the beekeepers ultimately removed tens of thousands of bees over several extractions, and a honeycomb weighing more than 100 pounds. 100-pound honeycomb. Could you imagine? They've been relocated to a bee sanctuary. I don't think I could go back to the house. I'd have to burn it down, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so the mom had told her daughter that the Mr. Monster Hunter had taken all of the monsters out of her wall, and she'd be okay. One thing is the parents.
Oh, she'd be okay.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
No, the parents had just had a baby, or the mom had just had a baby. So both mom and dad were off for maternity and paternity leave. So she's grateful that they were able to be home, but terrified that all those all the bees were in the walls. And could you imagine as a child hearing bzz, all 50,000 bees in a wall and thinking it's this monster? That poor child. Again, I still think it was the Candyman.
That's something.
And I've said it a bunch of times,
gross.
but I'm not looking in a mirror. So
You know the only thing that would be worse than that?
What?
Ants. Yeah. You're welcome. You're not going to be able to sleep now.
Thanks, honey. Thank you for our anniversary. I haven't been sleeping all week, and you're gonna make me think of that now.
I know how you love ants. Here is Zanzia.
I decided to give you guys a little bit of a laugh since it's been a bit of a downer.
Sorry. I'm not listening.
What did I do? I can't take the dump, cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on
I can't keep up with the butthole song. No, it's cute. It's cute, but yeah, it was going on for another 28 seconds. So that's all I could do.
Get canceled.
We got to be careful with that because people own that song. May left another one, or Betty or somebody there. We'll see what parts of this are. Hopefully, it's not the butthole
It's the
song.
first of the month, right? Uh-huh.
It is.
What did we do this morning?
Oh yeah, that's a added plus.
got on the scale this morning. They make everybody get weighed in this place every freaking Wednesday. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to lose and gain weight between a week or so.
Anyway, long and short of it is that we lost another 5 pounds, so that's basically 149.
I'm more not 149. It's okay. It's 149 pounds.
Okay.
She's got me so damn confused. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, we're at $149, and that means we lost what, about 58 pounds now total?
Yeah, that's about right.
Good job.
So at 60, do we get a prize?
I don't fucking know.
Good job, May.
That is a very good job.
Yes.
And that's a good job. That's a
It's
good
hard
job.
to do. It's hard to lose weight. It really is because you know what? Food is yummy and alcohol is even yummier. I'm just saying. It
is.
It is hard to lose weight.
Sweetheart,
Yes.
you've got the one news story you're saving.
I'm saving it. Yeah. It's
We're just gonna jump.
I feel like I'm like I thought these were good ones and you're like "Meh."
No, these are good ones.
Good
Those
news
are-
stories.
These are good ones.
Yeah.
Number 5, Michael Vick. Michael Vick played for the
That's the
Falcons.
dog fighting, correct?
Yeah, he had a whole dogfighting ring. He got 2 years in prison, and then he came back and signed with the Eagles for $100 million contract
Mhm.
after that. But you know what? He did his time.
He did.
I don't know why that's number 5 and the dead Nebraskan dude. I totally forgot that dude died.
I did too.
Number 4, and I don't even know if this counts because most of it's alleged. But number 4, Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was at the club after midnight, and nothing good happens here
It's
after
after
midnight.
midnight.
Yeah, nothing good does. Especially when you're talking mad shit to a Pro Bowl linebacker. In January of 2000, Ray Lewis was out with buddies when some shoving in an Atlanta bar led to punches in a parking lot, and eventually the stabbing death of 2 Akron 20-some kids. The Pro Bowler then sped away with his crew in a stretch limo, ditched his bloodstained suit in a fast food dumpster, and then lied to investigators in the days following the incident. Murder charges were reduced to misdemeanor obstruction of justice when Lewis agreed to testify against a couple of his friends. So he testified against his friends, said they're the ones that did it, and he got off with nothing.
Proving
So,
that money talks.
well,
And snitches.
maybe he didn't do
did
anything.
he-
He got. I don't know if he got stitches or not. I'm not sure.
You don't snitch.
Ray Caruth was a Carolina Panthers wide receiver. After a night at the movies, the Panthers receiver, then pregnant girlfriend, was driving home when a car pulled alongside hers and opened fire. The 24-year-old woman clung to life long enough to tell first responders that Ray shot her. At the hospital, she wrote notes to investigators claiming that Ray Caruth insisted that she follow him to his house, and before they left, overheard him say, "We're leaving now, blah, blah, blah." Anyway, I don't know if he did get out of child support or what the issue was. He was arrested and convicted of hiring a hitman to kill his girlfriend. The baby survived and was successfully delivered during an emergency C-section. The loss of oxygen to his brain during the shooting left the baby severe physical and mental disabilities. Ray is, anyway, he had a 24-year sentence. I don't know. He may be dead now too. Nick, no, or he's still in. I have no
How
idea.
do you spell Caruth?
Carruth. Anyway, at
Also,
number 2.
Hey,
Yes.
it's not as easy to read fucking things off of paper. Words are hard for you too.
Yeah, you're correct. They are.
Looks like he's still alive.
All right. Well, that's good. Is he still in jail? Probably.
Fuck, I don't know.
Number 2, Aaron Hernandez. He was a tight end for the New England Patriots. He died in 2017 at age 27 years old. He killed 2 people. He was, for example, he was tied to 4 different murders and 3 non-fatal shootings. The couple that was in Florida, the double homicide in Florida, the evidence recently has probably not linked him to that one. But he did kill at least 2 people, one being Odin Lloyd and the other one being himself. He don't cancel anybody. What's that trigger warning thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
he got depressed in jail, and he killed a bunch of people. And well, killed at least one person. Was put in jail. Was serving his sentence, and then decided he was unhappy. And that is number 2. The number 1, and the reason that I even started looking these up, because everyone's heard of this gentleman who just passed away.
O.J. Simpson. I knew it was.
The number 1
I knew it.
running back for the Buffalo Bills, O.J. Simpson. And yes, this is old because this one says he's still serving time. No, for armed robbery. He was out quite a bit ago.
You
but
need to
yeah.
check your fucking sources, babe.
No, the sources are fine. It's just I need to check the dates on what I'm doing here. It tells the
That's
story correctly.
I know. That's what I
It
mean.
just ended before.
Like when I
Anyway.
pull up news stories, I'm like, is this current
So-
or is it?
So everybody knows O.J. Simpson allegedly killed his wife or his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and of course her friend Ron Goldman.
I find it funny he went to jail for
And then he got-
theft of his own memorabilia
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That's what got him.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
kind of apropos. Let me use that word again.
So Nick said Ray Caruth signed with the Jaguars yesterday.
Dude, you're hilarious. Anyway, sweetheart,
Yes, my love.
those are a bunch of dead people and
Yeah.
just inappropriate shit that I thought would be appropriate for our anniversary special.
Sure.
So,
Because this is what we do now.
You know what? First off, I knew you wouldn't expect it.
I didn't.
You thought it'd be something lovey-dovey, and kind of it is.
Because it's near and dear to my
'Cause
heart.
you
Because I
didn't
do.
expect it. You do. He's dead now jokes all the time.
That is true. I don't know. I had a thought. I was going to ask you a question, and now
What were you-
it just went through my fucking head. I mean, I don't know. It's gone now.
All right.
If I think of it again, I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. So what was that wonderful last news story that you wanted to do before we
Yeah.
jumping out still even a little bit early probably for tonight, but
Yeah, it's only 9 now.
Right.
So in Winter Haven, Florida, this man, his name is Larry Carter Jr. He says he can't believe he slept through it all. And this is a direct quote from him. He said, "I ain't hear no horn, nothing. Car didn't crank. I would have heard it." So his 2023 limited edition Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Red Eye Jailbreak was stolen. He believes that they rolled the car out of his neighborhood in Winter Haven, then started the engine. He says it was special, It's last call. Got my mother's name. Got Jesus on both sides, said Carter. It was meant for her. That's the main reason I got the car because of her, to represent her. So mom's passed. Mom is no longer with us. She said there was a sign on the back of the windshield of the car saying, "In loving memory of Lorena Leonard," Carter's late mother, who passed in March of 2019.
Okay.
Carter said that he didn't take the car out very often, but when he did, his mother came with him. He kept some of her ashes in the cup holder, and those ashes were also stolen. She meant the world, he said. She meant the world. Actually, her and my dad, really. I felt like when I lost both of them, I felt like I wasn't nobody. I feel like I ain't have nobody. This is a direct quote.
I didn't think you talked like that, so that's good.
They were in my corner, he said. He immediately
No,
called
they're in the ashtray.
in the cup holder.
Whatever.
He immediately called the police. He called again on Tuesday morning after he found his mother's ashes hanging out of his mailbox. So the thieves
Return the ashes?
Yeah. He said, "Good thing they brought it back because that car was special for her. So without having her ashes, I felt like I'm a failure," he said.
So he stole the car, realized the ashes were still there, and went, "Oh, I bet he wants these."
Yeah.
And returned to deliver I would assume didn't give the car back.
No. He said he took his shirt and he closed. So he tried to preserve the evidence once he found the ashes in the mailbox. He said, I took my shirt and I closed it. I closed the lid, because I didn't want to put my fingerprints on it, he said. Winter Haven police officers have come to canvass to the neighborhood and collect new evidence on Tuesday. He's still holding out hope that he'll get his custom car back, but he's relieved to be reunited with his mother's ashes, a priceless possession. He said, they got some good heart. They still got a good heart, but just their mind is messed up. Whoever it was still got a good heart. It's all him.
That's sweet.
I'm so sorry.
That's very sweet. So he's not mad. He got mom back.
I mean, he wants the car, but he got his mom back. Hey, Chasey.
You realize she's
dead now?
Well, she's probably shifting or sifting in her little cup that she's in or whatever. Because her car's gone. She's not rolling over.
I know. Sifting in the cup
Sifting,
holder.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Jay stopped in too. That's awesome. Zanzia left another message. It looks like I've been told I can play that one.
President's group asked them to comb the house. And when the child came to ask her, saying, Mommy, there's monsters in my room, did she say, oh, sweetie, it's okay, hon. It'll work itself through. I couldn't resist.
I can't believe that one got through the call screener.
I don't either. Was the call screener even listening?
No, I don't know. But I'm sure we'll hear later. Anyway, guys, if you're getting your call screened, sorry, but like I say, we have a call screener, and they will, again, at the beginning of the show is the time to tell everything about your day and how awesome life is and how much good things about what's happening to you and stuff like that. And then after that, we just stick to that. But apparently it doesn't matter if the jokes are funny.
It was pertinent to the story.
It was pertinent. That one, that was my rule.
Yeah.
It needs to be pertinent to where we're at in the story. And that's, yeah, if you guys want to take over the show, do it on the,
yeah,
this
Nick
thing.
said, Jace,
that
grow a
over there.
mustache, damn it.
Do it. Jace, I want to know how much money you
won
for
not
charity.
won.
I want to know how much
raised-
money you raised for
yes.
charity. So if you're still there and you can type out how much money you raised for charity. Otherwise, just let us know. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So aside from that, sweetheart, I don't have a lot more. I'm unless you want me to look up some more dead people shit.
No, I don't want.
You're good?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
You're fine.
flippantly, so the Catholic, it's like Catholics.com or something, made an AI, and this is another news story, kind of, but I'm just gonna go off of what I read and not even read it. So they had made an AI responder bot on. It's like CatholicAsks.com, and they named it Father Justin. They revoked its priesthood, the AI chatbot, because it was telling when people were asking it questions, it had said that Gatorade was fine for baptism. That there are ways to marry your brother or sister, and now it's just named Justin, but they still think it's good to ask it questions because it's AI. But it was so funny that the AI priest got his priesthood revoked for suggesting that Gatorade was fine to baptize a child.
Well, if it's holy Gatorade, I don't know how you make it holy.
Got electrolytes.
It does. It's what plants crave. Yeah, it is. That doesn't that story I like as well.
I know, it was just funny.
Gatorade is it's good. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing. I just can't wait for this weekend.
Me too. It's gonna be you and I together
We are
doing our
going-
thing. I know.
Down by the river.
Let's
I'm
hope.
excited to go down there if we can.
Unless
over
this
there.
comes back. Unless more tornadoes hit us, because that would suck. Because then the walls come crumbling down. Yeah, and that's bad.
It is.
So.
I don't know. I'm so happy that not happy. I mean, I knew we were gonna make it another year, but I love.
Let's hope.
I was gonna say I'm so happy we've made it another year. I fucking know that we were going to.
The
I'm
Divorced
just
Couple podcast does not
no,
work.
it doesn't. I love you so much.
I love you too,
I'm
babe.
happy for every year we have together. I mean, I want as many as we can get. I know we're not going to get to 50 some because we were later in life, but I mean, who
Maybe.
knows? What if we
Or
lived to
we won't.
90? Or you know what I mean?
Who's a we? I ain't doing that.
I need
I
you
probably
to.
won't. I'll try. I don't think I can.
I need you to.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
We'll see what
I
happens.
love you so fucking much, and I know we didn't do a traditional anniversary show, but
No, this is
it kind of. I mean, I
opposite.
surprised you in the beginning with it was. I felt like talking to that man today was fate. I know you know. I'm prayers your thoughts, but
Yes, I am.
I think it was. I was meant to be at that place at that time to ask him that question, and it just really rang true because part of me wanted to jump in and go, you have to fight nice, and well, that's one thing. You and I don't really disagree all that often.
Right.
It's rare, but when we do, or when we have had our disagreements and we've had those
We-
knockdown dragouts, we fight nice.
We hash it out though.
Yeah, we've always hashed
after
it
I
out.
think about it for a couple of days. I think about how to discuss this for a few days, and then we hash it out.
Yeah,
We
I don't
do-
like that.
First off,
but we haven't had
first
to
off,
do
it
that
doesn't
in
happen.
forever.
We don't fight, and which is good. Which
Oh.
is like probably the first relationship I've ever had
I know.
that's been the case.
Nick
but
said,
it's amazing.
What are your guys' secret to a good marriage? What would you say? What if somebody was asking you what piece of advice would you give to a newlywed couple, or what's our I guess what is our secret? I don't know. We
Find someone that can be your best friend and don't accept anything less.
yeah, partner, equal.
Partner, equal. Even like in the beginning of our relationship, I mean, there were a couple times when you would like cow down or say,
Yeah.
no, that's all right, fine, if that's the way you want it. I'm like, no, hold on, that's not who you are. You stand up. We're equal here, and if you got something to say it. And that was, anyway, that's the
That's how
best.
I
That's the best part about us is
Yeah.
having an equal that I can discuss everything with about any decision that we make. Not be afraid to, what you're going to say about it, and to come discuss it with you. And
That's how I knew it was
an equal.
That's how I knew I wanted to marry you. Is I never, not one problem was the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In relationships that I had prior, I was so worried that if I brought up me feeling bad, it would just end everything because I'm dumb or whatever. I never felt that way with you. I've never once felt like we wouldn't work it through.
Well, and never, and don't put your partner down.
No.
One of the things that I love about you is that you do cry.
I do.
And for probably every movie that you watch, and then you apologize for crying. I'm like, that's part of things. That's one of the things I love about you is that you're not afraid to show emotion like that. And I'm obviously not either, because I'm a crier also. But no, it's I don't know what they say next there. I can't.
Nick
see
said,
the top part.
I'm guessing the alcohol.
Oh yeah, and alcohol,
I mean,
and start
honestly, a
a
lot of-
podcast with your significant other. That's always that helps to keep us. I don't know. Gives you something to do together that I really enjoy. So,
and that's kind of that kind of solidifies what we're saying. I came to you 2 years ago. Hold on.
What?
3 years ago now.
Okay. I don't know what you're gonna say. I guess
I came to you
Oh,
3 years
for the
ago and
podcast
said,
thing.
"Hey, I'd like to podcast," and you went, "Huh?" I don't know why, but okay. And you figured. I mean,
it's worked out.
everything. Not everything. I came up with this cockamamie idea of doing this, and here we are 3 years later. I can't believe it's been 3 years on that.
I know.
We're
to the
3 years
point where
later.
we're to the point where we're. I don't know. Are we still number 15 as far as couple podcasts you need to listen
I think
to?
so.
Probably. So we're
Yeah.
still
We're still
ranked.
doing okay.
We're still ranked. We're now, and I apologize. May and Betty are not on the payroll, but we had to put a call screener on the payroll, so we were actually paying some screen calls. So that's good. It's whatever.
I don't
We
know.
got money to
It's
blow.
just kind of. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I can't believe that we're here, but I can. And when I met you 8 years ago, I met the love of my life. Little did I know that And I told your mom, like, not even a year into us dating, that I was going to marry you someday.
And she
And
called you stupid.
she did. She said, why? Why would you want to do
I
that?
know. She basically was calling you stupid. What
But
the
she
hell you want to
also
marry
was
that guy
vetting.
for?
She was vetting me on, whether or not I should, I was good enough for her son too. So
Well, I think whatever. I think you worked out perfect because I'm pretty sure she likes you or liked you better than she liked me. So, in many ways and many times. Anyway, sweetheart, let's do that. I think I'm caught up. Yep,
Zancy
I'm
had one
getting-
thing that he said. He goes, "So when's the next episode of Who's Coming With Me?"
You know what?
To be determined.
It is still to be determined. If we don't get back to it right away, we will make it. We're trying.
We're thinking maybe.
We're thinking a couple different things. We are going to do more of that of
Mhm.
Who's Coming With Me, and it will either be. I've got to work it out with the rest of the crew, but even if it doesn't come back with the rest of the crew right away, it will. We're going to make it into a segment on this show potentially, and that's assuming that we can learn how to actually do volume and video while we're doing a show, and and just keep that all. But that one's it's not gone. We do still plan to continue with that. I'm not letting that one die. I'm telling you right now.
We're not.
I don't care if we got to have us and bring Zanzi on and or whatever. I'm going to keep doing that. Rob and Nick would be perfect for that show. And anyway, so yeah, I'm not letting that one die. It's just it's on a little bit of a pause. Some of that's good because it's due to the fact that Red Rose's podcast is going so well with AC and Sam and Red Rose that's going so well that it is taking up a lot of time to do that. But aside from that, also Rocksteady's got some stuff going on in his life. He's actually on vacation and he's doing some things that don't have to necessarily do with podcasting. But I'm not letting that one die. We are going to keep doing.
He also said
Who's
it's
Coming
also
With Me.
been something, a 1257. If you haven't yet, click that like and subscribe button. Do it. Also, Zancy has said, is also his drunk neighbor, the screener. Are you paying him in booze?
No, I wouldn't trust him to
no.
screen the calls.
No.
I would not trust him to do that. But anyway, I do enjoy all of the all you guys coming in and leaving the messages like you're doing on the sides there. I'm pointing the wrong way. It's that way for me. I'm actually pointing at the words here, but it looks like I'm not.
I know.
And the guys and everybody that does come in and leave the messages, it does help make the show. So thank you guys.
It absolutely
for
does.
coming back. I also want to thank my video game football guys for coming in.
Yes.
I play this little video game on my phone, which is this football game. And we play like nightly. And I'm like, sorry, guys, Wednesday nights can't do it. And then a few of them came in and now
That's
they're all
awesome.
listening back and they're all like, dude, I heard last episode it was this. Are you doing one tonight? So if any of you are here tonight, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
And,
thank you so much. I
and
mean, last
guys
week
at
they
work-
even commented, and I mean, that's just, I mean, I love it. We're real close. We're about 30 subscribers away from 200. We're still working. Yeah,
That's good.
we're close to that.
And we haven't even asked for people to subscribe. So
No,
if you're not
please
subscribed,
do it.
please
I
do.
mean, if you only listen to us on Facebook and have never gone to our YouTube, go to YouTube, subscribe. It really does help us out. And shameless plug, if I am absolutely on my own, with two gals that I used to work with in the office.
I can't believe you didn't bring that up.
I
You're
know,
wearing,
I am wearing
shirt.
this shirt.
You should
this
probably
way.
show that shirt.
It's right here. We're called Healthcare Navigator. We focus on Medicare education. I know most of our listening audience is under the Medicare age. However, you have parents, you have family that need that help, and if they do, let me know. I'll definitely treat them as if they're my own family, and so will the Brittany and Nicole. We are here to help. We want to educate, and we want to just be there for you in that time. So again, our target audience isn't that, but again, you all have parents, you have loved ones that are are hitting that stage, or maybe you're there and you just need to make sure they're not spending a lot of money on their insurance. I am going to plug us. We're the Healthcare Navigator. So please let me know.
Call Sam.
You all have a way to contact me. If you know someone, or if you're out, let them know that you know someone that will treat their family like my family. So that's all.
All right. Guys, thank you so much. I very much appreciate all of you that come in and listen back. That even if you're listening to this a year or a month from now, thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And sweetheart,
Yes,
for real. I know it's not our anniversary until Saturday, but I love you so much. And I'm very glad that you said, let's start podcasting. Even though sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I need a break. We are going to keep doing it because I love this time with you. And I love the time with everybody that comes in and listens. And I appreciate everybody. So
thank you all. I mean, this is the 3rd anniversary we've shared online with people.
It's weird. Yeah. Oh, and next week, Anthony's Corner. Anthony's coming back for next week.
That'll be a good one. It'll be a banger.
Everybody loves Anthony.
It always is.
I've had so many people ask for Anthony again. When's he coming back? When's he coming back? So I reached out to him. He tentatively, and I'm pretty sure it's 90%.
Yeah.
Anthony will be on next week, and then we're going to have Nunya back on. We've talked to him. And anybody else, if you're interested in coming in and being live in the audience or in the studio, excuse me,
yes,
instead of just in the audience, hit us up and you could be on an upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys, we are going to get out of here because it's not our anniversary yet, but I don't know. I don't want to go to bed yet, and I want to spend some more time with just my wife.
Yeah, I want to be able to talk without people listening.
Yeah,
and
we won't
not
say
in a bad
shit.
way.
We won't say bad stuff about you.
No, just sometimes we need time for ourselves.
We're gonna go over the rest of the list of these people that got all sad and hashtaggy, and we don't want to get canceled. So, all right, guys,
love you so much.
We love you. Thank you very much coming to Hours Your Day. We will be back next week.
Yes.
Sam, and you guys won't be on this Friday, right?
No.
Because it's our anniversary.
It's our anniversary, and AC's got his test, and
so
we're
you guys
going to take the week off.
Taking a week off from Roses Are Red, but you guys will be back the week after and every week after that. But
absolutely.
Anyway, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Who loves you? Well, no, you can't stay here anymore. No. We are so happy with just us in the house right now. So anyway, see you fuckers.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.